we're hoping to get
your timing chip. No matter where you finish today, you'll get your hands on some love forms tonight. sea of spectators, which is exactly how it should be. You also see a few other runners. And the start isn't here. In our top flight series, and you're all. Our amazing parade of runners. Look at you all. Runners or elite runners, the start isn't here, it's just further down, and you can head there now so that you're in the right place ahead of our fellow runners coming on behind you. So I do encourage you to come in now if you're an elite runner and head down to that start, which is the furthest gantry, just a little bit further down the street. But look at this, look at all of these runners. This gives you a really good feel of what the Warrington Running Festival is all about. It's about the running community, it's about coming together to achieve your goals, and just doing it for the love of running. And so many people have turned out. So these runners you see here will be both half marathon and 10k runners. So they're starting out at the same time. They will be crossing that line, hopefully at 9 o'clock or thereabouts. And then they will be crossing that finish line, which is right here, a little bit later on today. So just to remind the spectators, the start is further down. You see the blue of that gantry further down the street. That is the start. The one right here next to me is the finish. So just make sure you're stood where you want to be to see your loved ones over that start line ahead of their race today. And I've got to say, it is a wonderful sight. We've got all sorts of runners. You can see there's running vests, there's charity vests, there's serious game faces, and then there's also big smiling happy faces as well. So we've got all sorts of runners joining us. Welcome runners, look at you all. Don't worry, keep going down. You see it now.
Filming on your bike, yeah. I did London to Johnny Croce in 2020. I was up in Bristol. This guy last year, he stood on his bike, no hands, filming me. He had one foot on his handlebars, one foot on his seat, and he stood at that, filming me like that. I said maybe if you don't have it.
Morning, good morning, and welcome to the 9th fixture in the Top Flight series. I'm live in the studio this morning with my co-commentator. He is back on the mic after a period of absence, and he is still the bad boy of British athletics. It is none other than Cameron Ross Boyan.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for that introduction, Red. I'm sat here. I've got a nice, lovely coffee, courtesy of the man himself. He texted me this morning on the way into the track. He must have been feeling generous. Not like the people from Middlesbrough to start offering out freebies, but yeah, pretty happy with that one. So I'm starting to feel a little bit more awake. Thanks for that, Red. But yeah, look, we're looking forward to getting away soon. Just see the runners are starting to line up. We'll get through some of the field as the runners get underway. But got a great lineup for you. We've got the return of Omar Ahmed, a little bit of a last-minute entry, so looking forward to seeing him. He must be feeling confident if he's entered the race and took the trip through. But yeah, other than that, some great runners indeed. Dougie Musson is down to run. We haven't seen him yet, but I'm assuming he is here. But if those two are in the race, they're both natural front runners. We're going to see a pretty quick one, I would have thought. What about you? What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, absolutely, Cam. I think we've had a little review over the course as well. The course is it's nice and flat. So again, we've mentioned this previously. Any flat courses, it sort of takes out little tactical elements for hill runners, people that are better downhill, things like that. So it is a fast, flat course. So that all builds towards it being a slightly quicker race. And if you've got two aggressive runners that like to be on the front and like to be churning from the off, well, then it's almost going to turn into a little battle between them two to get to the front, and that's only going to spur the pace on for the rest of the athletes in there. There'll be some athletes in there that would rather just sit in the pack and wait and get towed round. I know I certainly was someone who preferred to be pulled round in a pack in a fast race as opposed to getting on the front myself. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how it unfolds, though. Obviously, there's money up for stakes with this series, and we're getting to sort of the thick end of the wedge now, getting towards the end of the series, and tactics will start to come into play, I believe. For instance, Doug Musson and Omar Ahmed and Jason Bennett in the men's race, and Kirsty Longley in the ladies' race today. They've already scored points. They've already got points established on the board, so they might be looking at things with a slightly different hat on this morning, and they might think, well, actually, instead of taking it out hard, I know I'll probably be able to outkick these athletes at the end, so I'm maybe going to play it safe and just ensure that I bag 25 points that's going to build towards the rest of the series. So, yeah, we'll see how it unfolds, Cam, but I'm looking forward to a good race. It looks like we've got the conditions, certainly. Slightly cool, not much of a breeze. So, yeah, as the race gets underway, we'll bring you an update on, some of the key competitors we've got in both the ladies and the men's race this morning, and, some of the names to look out for in both of them. But I'm looking forward to a good race, Cam. How about yourself?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the conditions look good. Doesn't seem to be any wind today, does there, when we came out? It's not too warm, it's not too cold. We're just at the right time of the season, really, for races like this, because sometimes the winter can be a little bit chilly, so you might get to November, December, and sometimes it's a bit nippy to be running fast times. But runners are all lined up. It's bang on 9 o'clock. The gun should be going soon. It looks like we've got an official on the home straight though, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Hopefully they don't get too caught up in the mass crowd. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the women's race as well, as you were saying there, Red. It's looking like it's going to be a bit of a cracker. People's personal bests all within a minute of each other almost, and you can expect fireworks from that, I would have thought. But yeah, I think it's going to be all hell's blazing at the fronts. I'm really looking forward to seeing some aggressive running. That's what we like to see, really, isn't it? Both
Yeah.
Dougie Musson is he's unbeaten this season. He's only raced twice, 5K, new at the new mask at Redcar, actually, near you, Red, where he won the Spring Post 5K. Also, our Warwick half marathon champion, getting some points on the board. It's the best time to do it, really. But looks like they're just about to get underway. So we'll follow up with that in just a second when the athletes get away.
Tell you what, Cam, the crowd's looking encouraging, don't there? There seems to be quite a few people out early on to cheer some of the athletes, maybe family members racing on the day. But looks like they've got quite a good turnout for the start of an early morning Sunday 10K. That's refreshing to see.
Oh, it is indeed. It is indeed. And well, there's like 4,000 runners here, isn't it? Well, last year there was 4,000 runners. I wonder how many they've got in it this year in the masses. It was the biggest free running event in the country. Or was it the first?
It was
free
the
running?
first, yes, it was part of the
Awesome.
Warrington
It was the biggest first.
Festival.
Biggest first one. But yeah, as expected, as you can see, it looks to be Omar Ahmed straight from the gun. He's not hanging about here. But look who's straight behind him, Dougie Musson. He isn't going to let him out of his sights, put it that way. Doug's renowned for being at the front, so it might be nice, a bit of a nice change for him to not have to take it on. Yeah, coached by Luke Gunn, Dougie is. Great runner. It's great to see him out here today. I think he's working for Chorus now, actually. But yeah, no. I wonder if he's managed to get Luke Gunn out of bed on the morning on a Sunday morning to come and watch this. Well, if you're watching Gunny, big shout out to you. Hope you're well. And yeah, look, it's going to be strung out, I think, from the start. It's flat as a pancake. There's a few laps, few twists and turns, but nothing major. So we'll look forward. But I'm just looking at the thing. It looks to me, is that Andrew Hayes in the in the past.
Well, he is down as a starter, and then we had word that he was not going to be racing as he competed in the relays yesterday. Um, can't quite tell from the stream. I don't
No,
think
it
he is.
isn't. No.
No, I
I
don't think
seen
he
him. I
is.
was there yesterday at the road relays. That was it was a great event.
Yeah,
I did see him running, and yeah, he ran well. So I think possibly would be a little bit too much to be thinking about coming here racing today.
yeah,
But yeah, no, it doesn't look from the gun anyway. It doesn't look as if Doug's interested in going with the pace too so far, but maybe he knows where he's at in his training, and yeah, we'll soon find out where he's at. But straight away from the front, we've got the ladies. We've got a stream for the ladies. Um, looks to me like I think that is that Kirsty
it
Longley at
is.
the
It's
front.
Kirsty Longley. Yeah, it's the
Not
Liverpool and
surprised.
Pembroke athlete, Kirsty Longley. So yeah, those that are watching at home. We've got two streams on the go today. So we've got the men's stream and the second stream trying to pick up as many of the female athletes that we've got competing today as well. So we can see on that second stream on the right hand side, we've got Kirsty Longley there from Liverpool and Pembroke. So Kirsty's coming in with a PB of 33:35, but hasn't quite managed to get under 35 minutes this season. She's got a season's best of 35:08. But Cam, what I will say about Kirsty Longley is he looks to be building into some good form at the moment. She ran the Quayside 5K, and I think she was just under 17 minutes in that race there and was about fifth. Then a week later, she ran 16:50 at Clappenhurst over 5K as well and finished second then. So she's had a couple of good spells out over 5K there, sub 17-minute runs. So I feel like that season's best, if she gets nestled in with a good group here, that season's best of 35 minutes or eight, I think that could go today. And it would be great if we could see Kirsty get under the 35-minute mark. A couple of other sort of leading female entries that we've got in the race today. We've got Hannah Cowley. Um, Hannah's actually competed. I was looking at her power of 10 earlier on this morning. She's raced 31 times in 2024
That's
already.
impressive,
So
isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
that is she obviously loves the sport and loves getting out there and competing as well. So 31 races in 2024. She's had a 17:09 5K back in April 2024 at the Mid Cheshire 5K. So that's a season's best over 5K. And she's coming in with a 36:26 10K season's best, and that was from Trafford earlier on in the year. She does have a PB just under 36 minutes, but that's going back to 2019. So keep an eye on Hannah Cowley. We've also got Rebecca Robinson, the Cumbria athlete, and she's got a PB of 33:09. Now, that was set back in 2012, but she does have a 35:34 season's best from the Newcastle 10K. So she'll have her eyes on Kirsty Longley, I would imagine, Cam. Yeah, it's 25 seconds between seasons best, but on the road, if you catch them right, time gaps like that, they can soon sort of wither away. So I would think that Rebecca Robinson will have her eyes on Kirsty Longley today. We've also got Becky Straw, another athlete coached by Luke Gunn as well. Just up to 17 minutes over 5K, but hasn't raced in 2024 yet. So again, this is a debut race of 2024. It'll be interesting to see how she goes. And then another standout name for me that I picked out was Georgina Weston. Another one who's raced quite a lot, 30 races in 2024. So someone else who loves racing and loves getting out there and competing. And Georgina's got a PB of 35:16 and the season's best at 36:47 over 10K. And that was set in Trafford. And we know that Trafford's quite a quick course. We've seen quite a few PBs or season's bests coming from that course. So hopefully we can see some of them athletes get down to that form this morning. But yeah, on the front in the men's race, Omar Ahmed, Cam, I don't want to say he's away and it's sewn up because, we're just a mile into the race now. But he's gone through a mile in sub 450 pace. He has got a huge gap over the rest of the field. And to me, it just looks like they're not interested in going with that. And those athletes, they know where they're at in the training, they know where they're at with the form. And they've made a conscious decision there to let Omar Ahmed go. And I mean, he's hit it hard. It's not like he's just cantering along. He's absolutely flying along. But without any disaster striking, it's hard to really see past Omar Ahmed crossing the line in first place here.
Yeah, absolutely. He's obviously in good form as well. The man from Birchfield, he's got Ethiopian roots. I was looking at his racing record actually this year, and it's very interesting. He's raced 19 times, which it's not a lot. It's a good amount, but it's nothing special. But the significant factor here is he's won 15 of those races, 15 out of 19 races. I mean, that's almost unheard of unless just someone like Jakob Ingebrigtsen who's winning races left, right, and centre. But 28-27 at Cardiff 10K this year, 28-36 at Wilmslow. This is all recent times, by the way. July, September. Again, 28-47. So he's went under 4 times he's went under 29 minutes. It's exquisite running. Like, it's insane. Like, to be running that. He got beat at the Wrexham 10K, which may have been a surprise, for himself. But I mean, to be getting beaten and running 28-39. I mean, it must have been a pretty decent field. But yeah, again, another thing. I mean, if you want to take away the fact of where he's actually beaten, he's been beaten once this year on the roads. Once. The other times were over cross country at the Midlands and on the track. And he's not a track runner. 3,000 meters isn't his event. 5,000 meters, yeah, he's a great 5K runner, but 10K, I mean, he streaks above the rest of his events. So this is his event. He knows this inside out. He knows what he's capable of. And the beauty of this is that Chris Pars, the race director, has done a fantastic job of putting the right incentives on so we can see some hard races, but also some competitive races. So there's £250 for the win. But if he goes under under 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes, by the way, which is nothing for this man, there's another 200. But if he goes under 29:30, which again, another minute outside what he's over a minute off what he's run this year for his season's best, that's another £200. So that this man could rack up a deal of £650 just for going. I say just because of the quality of athlete he is, for going just under 29:30. So I would say the chances are we're going to see a sub 29:30 run this, unless he starts getting halfway around, he's not really feeling it. There could be a big bonus trigger here today of £650, and that's just for one event. So if he carries on and does the next few events, that starts racking up. Plus the bit he's got to think about, does he wants to try and win the leader series of £1,000? I mean, this man might end up raking in a good £2,000-3,000 from this series alone. So it's going to be interesting to see if he goes for it and he feels good. But I think it's looking like it's on like Donkey Kong right now.
Cam, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head there with a few things, I think. Going back to the race series and the financial benefits that Omar Ahmed's going to get from this. He's going to click some money today. He also won in Aintree. He won the Aintree 5K in 14:08. So he picked up money there. He's got 25 points on the board. It looks like he's going to get another 25 points today. I have no doubt in my mind that he is going to race at least another one more of the Top Flight Series races. I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen him at Ribble Valley as well. And he's going to put himself in a really strong position to win the overall series as well. So, Omar Ahmed, he's obviously targeted a few races and he's picked out the Top Flight Series as the ones that are going to, give him the most financial reward. And, hey, who can fault him for that? Another thing, Cam, that you mentioned was his racing record, and I think he'd lost. Well, I say lost. He hadn't won 4 races this year, but the 3 of them races he finished second in. So he's he's a fierce competitor and he's a quality athlete, and that's why he's winning a lot, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes as the race unfolds. But back to the ladies. It seems like it's a one-man band at the minute. I say one lady band at the minute. Just a figure of speech. But yeah, no, Kirsty Longley. It's a bit confusing on her power of 10, so I'm not sure if this is correct, but Tom Craggs looks to be her coach. Her lady coach has been since 2020. It also says in the bio coach is Mark Bleasdale. I'm not sure if that's been updated, but maybe they're both working together. That does happen quite often nowadays, where coaches combine their expertise and the skills, and Tom Craig's a great coach. He coaches a lot of very top athletes, works for England Athletics, so I'm sure maybe he'll be watching his athlete out here today. He's doing a great job with her. And yeah, it's impressive to see her mixing it with the guys. I just early in the race started to see a gap open up between a pack of guys and herself. I think she's surrounded now. It almost looks like a Kipchoge style sub 2 hour marathon project right now. The wind resistance, she's must be getting the benefits from that. But yeah, she needs to make sure she locks on the back of that pack, and I'm sure she'll be able to get dragged around and potentially move on through the field as the race progresses. She's clearly very, very strong indeed and very consistent, a bit like Omar Ahmed. So very similar, where she's running, 1, 2, 3 times under 36 minutes this year. And just looking again as well, we've got to remember that Kirsty is she's a veteran, she's a masters athlete, V45 athlete. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell the times she's running. I mean, it just shows that age really is just a number. And I think the benefit as well is, I mean, we've had this discussion so many times, but the new shoes can propel your career on to further. Most people, when they get onto, you get into 30, I had this conversation. I think I had this conversation a few days ago with someone else. We were discussing the new shoes, and the fact that it's able to extend your career potentially, especially if you're on the roads. I mean, I think we're starting to see that now. We've seen that with Chris Thompson in 2021. I spoke to him. I went on a run with him a few years ago, and I was asking him about it, and he said that if it wasn't for the new shoes, he would have been retired well long ago. But it just kind of saved the pain, the pounding on the pavement. So yeah, it's just becoming less of a factor now. And I know this myself. I just turned 30, but I've got back to my best pretty swiftly this year. And I think a large part of that is the fact that I'm not, pounding the pavements with very thin shoes, and you have less wear and tear. So looking forward to seeing how again she goes over the next few years, because she's got plenty life left in her. But yeah, just you can see the few guys in the front pack, front of the ladies' pack have pulled away, but she's still surrounded by 2 athletes in front of her, and she doesn't look like she's giving up anytime soon. She wants to make sure she sticks in with that gap, maybe just get it dipped in behind one of them, and make sure that they take the pace for her. To be honest, it would be nice if one of them offered to, so we can see some more records broken today. But yeah, I think it looks like she's on for a pretty decent pace today. And doesn't seem like there's anybody else in sight at the minute, a bit like Omar Ahmed. So it's very similar with the men's and the females today. And yeah, I'm sure we'll see her at some more races. But yeah, back to the men's. Again, Omar doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. We're just coming up to halfway soon, so we'll be able to see where he is. We're just over 4K at the minute. Pace looks to be dipping a little bit, but it is hard to tell on the screen, because Danny's signal just kind of dip in and out sometimes. So we'll get an average pace soon. It says the average pace is 2:57 per k. I think it's considerably faster than that personally. You're just looking at Omar. He's very fluent with the way he runs, but yeah, he's out here, I would have thought, to try and get that 650-pound total, because it's not a shabby day's work if you get up for a Sunday morning race to be coming out and blasting out that. I mean, I'm sure he probably runs his Sunday runs not much slower than this. But yeah, no, I think it's good. What else is occurring, Reddy? Because I can see you looking around and having a think about something.
I'm just taking it all in, Cam. Bit in awe of Oman's performance here. He's just attacked it from the off, and he's obliterated the field, hasn't he? There's no holding back here. And I think it's a tough way to run. So hats off to him. He's doing a fantastic performance here this morning. Cam, I think one of the things we should really mention is these top flight events, the new top flight series that Chris Parr's heading up with RunThrough. These things wouldn't be possible without our event sponsors. So we've got a couple that we're going to quickly mention now. One of them that's one of the main event partners for the Warrington Running Festival. It's Knight Corporate Finance, who are a leading financial advisory firm. So Knight Corporate Finance, they specialize in listening, understanding, and delivering tailored solutions, which they draws parallels with the company RunThrough themselves. So any financial queries, any advice, Knight Corporate Finance are the ones for the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Not to forget that what our very own Alex Parr and Joe's company is also one of our race sponsors today, Fit Pro X. That's Fit Pro dash X. They offer personal training qualifications. You can get government, they offer government funding available. So if you do want to become a personal trainer, do get in touch with Fit Pro X. That's Fit Pro dash X, just to make sure. A bit like when you see, I was watching Celebs Go Dating, a bit of a random one. You know, I actually shouldn't really be admitting this on stream, but I watched that. But anyway, when people have like a hyphen between the name, or is it a hyphen or a dash? It's like Ryan Dash Mark.
Oh,
Name. Look, double barrel Fit Pro double barrel X. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to get in contact with them, really do, because you can get government. Like I said, they can help you out with getting government funding to get it done. You know, maybe it could be a new career on the horizon, or maybe even just a hobby, just a side hustle to help people if you want to help people. So look on their Instagram, FitPro _X _academy. If you're interested in working towards a PT qualification. Anyway, so back to the race. Omar Ahmed doesn't look to be slowing down. Did you see the split he went through?
I did, and you know, I'm not convinced on the GPS and the time that we've got on the screen.
You think it's slower?
No, I think it's quicker. His 5K split there was around 14:58. I think, I mean, I might be wrong because he's still sub 30-minute pacing. I'm just judging by the gap he's got on the rest of the field. I feel like he's operating a quicker than 30-minute pace. I may be wrong, but I know the stream has had a few little dropouts at times, obviously because the signal in the area, you know, quite a built area with trees surrounding it, so that will affect the signal. You know, possibly things are out. So maybe don't read too much into the splits at the halfway mark there. Let's just see what Omar finishes on there. You can see on the second stream there that Kirsty Longley, she looks to have broken away from the pack that she was working with and seems to be forging on. So she's probably approaching the halfway mark now. She's got a few athletes up ahead of her as well. So it's great for Kirsty that she's got these athletes in front of her that she can pull on. It's always good when you're moving through a field and you're passing athletes. It just builds the confidence of the athlete. So yeah, this is perfect for Kirsty Longley now. Sat in a pack for the first half and now seems to be pushing on. So great work from her. Let's see how she finishes this race. But yeah, Omar Ahmed, it looks to be easy work for, well, not easy work, but he looks to be comfortably ahead now. We can't bring you any update on what's going on in the field behind him. A couple of the standout names that we did have down there, we had Jason Bennett, the Birchfield athlete. He's got a PB of just under 31 minutes, 30:59, which he set at the Nantwich 10K. One of the other top flight events earlier on in the series. And we know that Jason's done a few of the top flight events now. And we've got Joe Morrow, 29:46, a PB this year at Trafford. And he ran a 14:23 5K PB this year, also at the Podium 5K in August. He's got pretty good range, Joe Morrow, actually. He's sub-4 minute 1500-meter guy. He's got a 2:23 marathon to his name from 2022 as well. So good range on Joe Morrow there. Doug Musson we've already mentioned, and Omar Ahmed we've already mentioned. Matthew Lee was another standout competitor for me, Cam, the Liverpool athlete. He hasn't raced much this year, but he did pick up points in the Jubilee and the Nantwich 10K. So he's sitting on points from the Top Flight series already. So we've got a few return athletes, Cam, and I think it would be useful to maybe recap on the leader series that we've got for the Top Flight races. So we'll try and pop a graphic up on the screen. Well, this will just recap where we're at with the men's and women's Top Flight series. So we can see we've got the male series rankings at the moment. We've got Sam Gabri Selassie sat in top place with 83 points there. Jason Bennett from Birchfield, 43 points. Ethan Dunn in third place on 14 points there. And then we've got the likes of Jonathan Escalante, Phillips Richard Allen, Paul Howard, Joseph Carnegie all in there as well. And like I mentioned, Matthew Lee from Liverpool on there. Over to the female series rankings, where Cara Mackenzie-Tate sat on 27 points at the top there, and she is second place, Kirsty Longley. So you'd assume that, you know, all going well, that Kirsty Longley will be making that jump into the first place spot after today's race. We've got Millie McNispy, the lead city athlete, in third place there, Amy Eloise Neal. And a few other, Nina Cheedness, Lily Partridge, Jessica Gibbon, Jasmine Woods, Sonia Samuels, and Isabel Davies there. So some fantastic pedigree athletes in both of those series rankings there. But yeah, to the action. Cam, Omar Ahmed still away, still looking relaxed, and Kirsty Longley still forging on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a bit hard to tell. The roads are the path, should I say, on the ladies' side at the minute. They're just going through some of the woodland area. So the bike's struggling to get past her because she is in the distance. As soon as the bike gets an opportunity to get past these two guys safely, because safety is paramount here, then I'm sure we'll be able to latch back onto Kirsty. But we can just see her in the distance. And to be honest, the reason she's in the distance is because she was behind these two guys in a group, but she's just ran straight through the field. That's what Red was just saying. We were sat watching it thinking, bloody hell, she's
on.
she's fine. Yeah, she's not hanging about. You know, she's obviously thought, you know what, I feel comfortable here. I'm going to pick the pace up. And yeah, she's moved through the field. She's latched onto another group at the minute, but the way she's running now, she will most likely move past straight through the field. Who knows? Maybe they could be on for a personal best here. I mean, that would be pretty impressive.
Oh, Cam, I'd love to see her go sub 35 today. She's so close with 35.08 from a season's best. But had some really good 5K performances, like we mentioned earlier on in the stream. So, you know, it'd be nice to see her obviously jump into the top of the series rankings. And yeah, I'd love to see her go sub 35 minutes this morning. I think that would be a great day's work for her. And you know, Cam, I mean, what more do you say about Omar? You know, we've highlighted to the viewers how much of a quality athlete he is with them. You know, 4 sub 29-minute clock-ins in a short space of time. He's obviously a gritty runner as well because, like I mentioned, he could have sat back today and thought, I'm just going to click the points in, sure I get first place. But he hasn't. He's gone out and he's done it the hard way. So yeah, I mean, it's fantastic running from both of these athletes, just in different ways.
Yeah, definitely. I think Omar's just going up. I think it's the only hill of the course, really. He's just went up it. It's quite short and sharp, but he's just going back across the bridge now. So, excuse me. It'll be interesting to see how he fares after this because there is a slight downhill. So he must be going. So, you know, he's only got 3K left to run. So I can imagine he is probably coming up towards Lucia's Lane. That's where he should be round about now, and will be making his way back. Only under 3K to run. You would expect his last 3K to be not too shabby. He's got just to be running maybe just under the minute. We're on 21:15. Bearing in mind that might not be 100% accurate, but 3-minute Ks last for the last 3K, and essentially it's ever so slightly downhill on this part. You would like to think that he's looking at a sub 30 minutes 10K here. We'll soon find out. Kirsty Longley is just approaching the same part. She isn't too far behind, I'll be honest.
You know what, Sam? She's in a good position here because she's got 2 athletes right in front of her that are within eye shot. I mean, it's easier said than done. If she can get on the back of the athlete in the white vest in front of her, they both can work together and pull in that athlete in front. And it's that kind of racing that's going to just chip away at them seconds and, you know, hopefully get her under that 35-minute mark.
Oh yeah,
this morning.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the thing, you know, like she's just went up the hill there. It was, like I said, the only hill of the race. It is flat as a pancake, and you just look at the gradient. There's a slight gradient, you know, nothing major, about 20 meters in a very short period of time. But now it's all downhill, and you can see the pace has picked up. Omar Ahmed's on the downhill part. His legs are moving pretty quickly now. But this is the thing: you've got to drive up the hill. But it's when you get off the top, you always listen to your coach, don't you? When you're younger, and across country. When you get to the top of the hill, you've got to drive down the hill as well.
Yeah,
And
run off the hills.
yeah, run off the hills. That's a good old. I mean, it's easy said than done, man. It's nothing worse than hearing that when you're going through the pain of a cross country race. But yeah, no, it is. There is that. He's on a downhill part now. You can just see he's when the lactate starts to clear out the legs, and you're starting to feel good again. When you're going downhill, there's nothing better than just letting loose, letting the juice flow and flying down it, and making up that lost time you may have lost out on in the at the start of the race. So as you can see, Omar's in a good place, and I think he's on for a pretty fast time. And Kirsty looks to be on her own now. You can see that she does look like she's starting to hurt a little bit, which would be understandable considering we're coming into the last few kilometers of the race. But she isn't holding back. She's left the guys for dead she was with. She's got the lead bike in front of her. The best thing you can do in a situation like that is just latch her eyes on the back of the head, latch onto the bike, and try and see if you can help you and drive you on, work together. And I mean, to be honest, I don't know how many people's even in front of her, guys, as well. Not many, I would have thought.
Yeah, Cam, obviously I mentioned there was 2 athletes in front of them that, you know, we would have liked to have seen her try and get on the back of. I can't quite see them at the moment. Maybe it's just the camera angle.
I know, I think she's gone past them. She's gone past them. They're gone, I think.
Well,
Is that who? Yeah,
yeah.
From what what I've been watching, yeah,
well, in that case, yeah,
she's flying.
like you
Yeah.
mentioned, she needs to focus on the lead bike. This is where it really starts to become a battle, not only physically but mentally with yourself. The first couple of kilometers, you're in autopilot, I almost think. When it starts to hurt, when the chips are down and you're by yourself and it's digging, this is where the mental aspect of the race comes in for both Omar and for Kirsty here. They've got to dig deep and find out what's in the locker, and they've got to put themselves through it. They've got a couple of K to go. Well, Omar's got a couple of K to go. Kirsty's got a little bit further, but this is where you really get to find out who you are as an athlete. And when she crosses the line today, you know yourself when you've had them hard races and you've dug deep and you've had to battle a few demons on the way. You know yourself inside what's gone on then. And it's really for these 2 athletes to get that out today because they're both clear of their other competitors. They've both put on fantastic displays of distance running today. They're both going to take maximum points as it stands and as it looks. So now it's a case of, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to just canter this in, take the points, or do I want to hurt myself a little bit here? And I want to find out a little bit more about who I am as an athlete. And I think both of these athletes, you know, Kirsty's an experienced runner. I think she'll know how to get herself to that point. And Omar, you don't go running sub 29 minutes for 4 races in a row without knowing how to hurt yourself and winning them races. So, yeah, I think they both know how to get about these 10Ks.
Oh, certainly, indeed. I think. You know, it says when you're an athlete and you're out there on your own, you really don't have to know how to hurt yourself. But to be honest, the way these athletes train, it's second nature to them to be able to do this, especially when you're on your own. Omar's just looking fluid right now. I mean, he's not letting go. I think he's actually sped up ever so slightly. So he knows he's coming into the last 1,500 meters of the race now. This is the point. This is the difference. This is where it counts. This is where it can be lost or won. For not personally for the race, but for that bonus. If he wants to get that bonus, he's going to have to keep driving them arms and keep moving through the field. You can see the masses there on the right-hand side. They're starting to cheer him on. You can hear them, cheering on. It's always great for the masses to be able to see and be run alongside elite runners. It always makes it feel that little bit more special. And especially for the guys as well in the elite race, you know, running past and you can hear everybody cheering you on, egging you on. You start to get a bit of an adrenaline rush, and that's maybe why he's starting to pick it up because he knows he's getting close. He's coming into the last K now. He's going to have to keep pushing and driving the arms. He's looking at his watch. I don't know, but he's just clearly looking to get under that 30 minutes, I would have thought, because maybe 29:30 might be a little bit too much to ask for.
Yeah, I think he's. I don't know whether he's going to get under 29:30 today. I think sub 30 is definitely there. Just looking at the GPS, he's me saying earlier on in the race, I don't trust that. I don't trust that 5K split. Well, maybe I was wrong. We'll see when he crosses the line because we do know that these splits can be slightly out. So yeah, let's see the clock when he crosses the line. But yeah, Cam, he's coming in with a K to go now. He knows he's got the race sewn up. He'll have probably known that after the first 500 meters, to be honest, because he got that much of a gap early on. But yeah, intriguing to see who's coming in second. Like we mentioned, we had some quality athletes in Doug Musson, Joe Morrow in there as well, Matthew Lee, Jason Bennett, to name a few. So yeah, be interesting to see who's coming in second and third place. Kirsty Longley, it's a long run for home for Kirsty now because I can't see any other athletes around her. She's got to really work hard now. There's absolutely no one in sight, and again, this just shows how much of a strong performance this is for Kirsty. She's worked her way through both the men's and the women's field there, has got herself on the front, and she's really at the front end of the race here. So this is a fantastic display of distance running from both these athletes. Now, looks like Omar's coming in with about just under half a mile to go, Cam. Looks good, doesn't he?
He does. He keeps looking at his watch. He knows he's coming to the end of the race and he's trying to figure out where he was. I've seen his split going into the last K. I think he had to run. Based off this watch, you're looking at around about 250 to about 250 if he wants last kilometers, if he wants to get under that 29:30. So might be a bit of an ask. Who knows? It depends how much he's willing to, how much he's got left in the tank, and how much he's willing to dig deep and keep that pace going and keep pushing the momentum and keep driving the arms, because he clearly knows he's coming in, and he's coming into the town centre now, because it looks like people are starting to line the streets, cheer him on. Maybe that bit of adrenaline will keep him going and keep him pumping the arms and picking the pace up. Just over 500 meters to go. He's got a minute. He's got 90 seconds to do it. If he wants to try and get under, I mean, it could be possible. 90 seconds.
He's going to have to really rally, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
that's tough.
It's tough indeed, but. I mean, sub 30 clocking on a morning like this, on a Sunday morning, especially when you turn up last minute. I mean, he only entered, we got notified, didn't we, a couple of days ago, I think it was.
Yeah,
he said,
Friday.
Yeah, Parzy's messaged us. Omar Ahmed's in the field. He wants to run straight away. Me and Red were like, this is going to be a quick race indeed then. It's going to be an interesting one. He obviously feels confident. He obviously feels like he can win it based off his records. He's going to add another win to his, another one on top of his Power of 10 record already this year. So that'll be 20 races, and it'll be...
16 wins.
And it'll be 16. Yep, 16 wins. And if you want to look at it another way, it's what was it? How many races he? So it was.
That'll be his 20th race.
17
wins.
So it'll be 16 out of 17 on the roads this year. That's it's phenomenal, really.
Yeah, it is.
Not many people even. I mean, me personally, I don't even raced 16 times in the last one.
Last 16 years.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be very close to sub 29:30 here, man. He's got about 150 meters to go. 29 or he might just get under the 29 minutes 30. He's going to run 29:29, isn't he?
I think we've got to wonder if this clock could be 10 seconds out.
Well, yeah, you can point it out.
So 10 seconds left, but he's pumping the arms. Can he get under that 29:30? If that's 650 pounds, that's a big indeed. It's another 200 pounds just for that extra few seconds. It looks like it's going to be just outside it. See if we can see the clock when he comes in. It's 29:30 an hour, but is it accurate? That's the question. I think he's going to be just missing out, but that is a fantastic performance on your own for a Sunday morning to be turning up. Did you see the clock there?
I didn't see the clock.
The clock was behind. It was hid behind the blue. Maybe we need to have a look. We'll have a word with the logistics team on that for the next run. But
we'll get
but maybe they should have it hanging over the top. But yeah, great job by Omar. What a fantastic run, and it was great to witness. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what it was. There's Chris Parr, the bin man himself.
Yeah.
You got me excited, actually.
About the 31 minutes, 20 seconds mark. A bit of a tough day at the office for Doug, I would say. I think he's... Cam, you'll know a bit more. He must have had some injury problems just in the races from Doug, really.
Well, it's hard to tell, isn't it? I mean,
but yeah, it is exactly.
When you're working full time, you're traveling. You know, he's doing some big things with the brand he works with, and maybe he's just not able to get the training he used to. But do you know what? He put himself out there, and he's a class act, Dougie. I know that. I've seen him, like I say.
Yeah,
and he's relentless.
He's been a good performer for many years as well, Cam. And yeah, I think one thing I'll mention is the clock. Our clock that's on the screen seems to be in line with the race clock. So I'm going to be saying Omar Ahmed was just outside that 29:30 mark. But that is roughly where he's at. We can see Jason Bennett crossing the line there. I think Jason's came across in 5th place there. So more points for him in the Top Flight series.
Thumbs up from the man himself.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Jason's done a great job with this series. He's I think I mean, we're not saying we don't have favourites here at the Top Flight Series, but if we had to say somebody we really liked, it would be Big Bad Bennett.
Yeah, he's became a bit of a name on the Top Flight Series fixture list, hasn't he?
We'll have to make sure we'll have to have a word with Chris, see if we can get some ambassadors rolling in for the Top Flight Series, and I'm sure top of the list will be Big Bad Bennett, Jason Bennett. So a big shout out, Jason. Well done, great run. Great to see you adding more points onto the thing. But just quickly back to the winning race, because we're coming round now. Kirsty Longley's in her last part of the race. I'll be honest, it looks like she could be on for a personal best here if she carries on the way she's running. If not, it's going to be very, very close indeed. We're just into 33 minutes right now, and she's not that far away from the finish.
No, she's not. Maybe not a personal best, Cam.
Sorry about that.
I think her personal best is just around the 33:16 mark. So
It's 33:35 to be precise. But in terms of
season's best,
yes.
35:08, I think. And
there you go. I think this could be on for a
we
big
want
season's best.
to see that sub 35 from her. You know, fingers crossed. It's hard to gauge exactly how far she's got left to go. But she's well clear of the rest of the field. She's looking strong, and she's overcome a little bit of adversity in her last couple of 1,000 meters there. But you know, this just shows the experience and the experience of an athlete like Kirsty. They're just getting on and ploughing on, heading into the finish now. So she can't be too far from the finish line. So fingers crossed.
She's got just over a minute now to take a look at seeing if she can. If you can just see in the distance, I think you can just see the finish line coming on. So it's a bit of a home straight here, but I think it could be on for, hopefully we'll see a season's best out of her, because she's done well. She's run most of this on her own, I'll be honest. The last 50% of the race was pretty
certainly
normal.
Since 6K, I would say since about the 7K mark, she's been solo. So yeah, she's had the bike around her, but you know, that doesn't replace competitive running. So yeah, about 50 seconds to go. I'm sure she's heading towards the point where she's going to run into the right turn, and then she's probably got about 150 meters to go. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. I'm just trying to gauge where this right turn comes. If it's this coming up now, no, it's not, Cam. I think she's probably just going to be outside the 35-minute mark today. But, you know, it's points on the board for Kirsty.
Oh, it is indeed. I think when you're coming up and you're turning up week in, week out and performing like her, then, you know, well, it's not too shabby, is it, really? We're just coming round to the corner now. She's coming into the finish.
I think it's about 150 meters, this finishing stretch as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite, maybe around about 100 meters, 150 meters, but it's going to be just outside 35 minutes for the Liverpool Pembroke Sefton athlete. She's coming into the home straight now, with just over 50 meters to go, just outside of her season's best. But she's driving, she's not letting go, she's all the way to the line. She probably knows how close she is to the running the season's best. But on a course like this, it's a fantastic run for Kirsty Longley. She has to be proud of that. She's got the crowds roaring and cheering her on. She's just coming through now. She breaks the tape once again to be the Warrington 10K champion. Well done, Kirsty.
Fantastic run in that, Cam. About 35-18, 35-20 maybe. You know, not a million miles away from season's best. So, yeah, that's a fantastic run from Kirsty there. And like we said, Cam, a lot of the race, you know, that last 4K, last few mile was solo. So excellent running from Kirsty Longley there. It's off to her. Another fantastic performance in the Top Flight Series. So more points on the board for Kirsty Longley. Building towards an interesting final few fixtures for us. And on the note of fixtures, Cam, I think you're going to tell us what we've got up next.
Yeah, we've got, you know, we're not biased here at the Top Flight Series. You know, we might be based in Newcastle, but we have got the Jarrow 10K coming up next month. And I think that's going to be a bit cracker, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. That was actually the very start. It was the very beginnings, actually, of the Top Flight Series last year. It was almost a tester event, and it was a big success. There was absolutely loads of people there lining up at the Jimmy Headley stands. Very famous track indeed. I think we all know who's came out of Jarrow and Hebben over the last 40 years. But yeah, no, we'll hopefully see some big fields there, some big names from the Northeast will turn out. I would have thought we'd like to see Callum Johnson there again. He won there last year. He was running a rapid time. I would have thought he'll turn out. He's always turning out, and he always does for the Northeast events. But yeah, no. But yeah, October, so that's next month, just coming up. It's a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, it's is it October the 6th, maybe Sunday the 6th, Cam? I'm sure you'll pull the.
It's the 6th of October,
I
that
knew
is.
I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we talk about the top flight series and quick courses, but Jarrow is a very, very quick course. It's a very flat course, and we've just got our second place female across the line then. Bib number 1831, I think, in about 37:30. So as soon as we get confirmation on who the athlete is, we will let you guys know on the stream there. But another fantastic run from them there. They'll be scoring some points that will build towards the series finale if they're looking to do a few more races. I'll see if we can actually get some of the results filtered through as quick as we can and get them onto the screen for you.
Great job. It's crazy to think they've been out there and done a 10k and a 5k while we've just sort of been stood here with our coffees, isn't it? Good on them. Good on them. Well done, runners. Yes, loving your work, loving your celebrations. Chris, Ashley, 23:05, Chris. Brilliant finish there. Brilliant strong finish. Plenty left in the tank after 10k. Paced it very well. They are delivering with the sprint finishes, aren't they? They are doing very well, giving it all they've got across that
So
finish
we're just
line.
checking in the studio there, trying to get some live results through for you guys watching on the stream. We've got our tech man Tom in the corner, beavering away, trying to get these results through. So as soon as we get hold of them, we will get them. We'll get them on for you guys on the stream there, and see a couple of junior athletes coming across the line there in sub 40 minutes. So some good clockings from them there. Yeah, it's been a fantastic event. You know, good course, good conditions, and say good competitive running as well. We've had some standout performances on the day from Kirsty Longley and Omar Ahmed, both winning in fantastic fashion, just in different ways there. And I think that'll always be the case with these top flight races. Given the mixed fields, it's always going to put a slightly different slant on people's races and how their tactics unfold throughout. But yeah, another fantastic top flight event. Like Cam mentioned earlier, next up is the Jarrow 10K on the 6th of October. And then we'll have another fixture after that, and then it's the big one, the big Christmas, the big festive fixture, a Ribble Valley 10K. Always a hot race on the athletics calendar, that one, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of athletes entering that one.
So we are still awaiting our second and third place 10k females to cross the finish line. So keep your eyes peeled for the green bibs. Well done, runners. You've absolutely smashed it. Congratulations.
So for some reason on our live feed, we can't get our results straight through to you guys. But like I mentioned, Tom, our tech guy, he's done his best and he has managed to get us the results. So I've got them to hand here. So first place, Omar Ahmed, 29:31. Chip time was 29:30, so he's on the cusp there. There'll be some decisions to be made by Chris Parr on what goes on with his bonuses today. Second place, Doug Musson, 31:19. A solid run from Doug. Obviously not where we know that Doug can be as an athlete or has been in the past. But a solid run back and a good step in the right direction. It's good to have him back racing. Especially in one of our top flight events as well. Third place, I did think it was a Liverpool athlete, and it was Matthew Lee, 31:31 there. Fourth place, C. Laughlin, 31:41, and in fifth place we had Jason Bennett in 32:14. So time slightly down for some of the athletes today. Jason Bennett has ran sub 31 minutes this year. He's about a minute down on his usual time. Doug Musson, 31:19, like I mentioned. Whether there's other factors that have played into his performance today. I would have expected Doug to be slightly quicker. And Omar Ahmed, like we mentioned, a few sub 29-minute clock-ins today. So maybe the conditions aren't what we're appreciating over here from the studio, or the course was just a little bit more challenging than we first thought. But yes, yeah, so still, you know, it's you don't want to make it all about the times. It's about winning races at the end of the day, and Omar Ahmed has done that and delivered. To the female results, yeah, like we mentioned, Kirsty Longley 35-13 in the end, so 5 seconds outside of her season's best. So that's a good run from Kirsty. That you know, she's close to close to top form throughout the year there. So yeah, brilliant run from Kirsty Longley there. And as we just work our way down the list, see if we can pick out our second female. It was Gabriella Waller in 42.57. Now, I would have to confirm. I thought female was around about the 37-minute mark. So we will confirm that, whether that was definitely the case. It may have been that they were running under a different number. Can't seem to pick out another female in the results there. But yeah, so that looked like Gabriella was our second female across the line there. But confirmation of that will be brought to you guys, and you can also pick up the results on the RunThrough website. See the athletes now, the masters starting to strew across the line around about the 43-minute mark. Me and Cam will be closing off this stream shortly. But you guys feel free to watch for any family members, any loved ones, friends competing in the race today. Yeah, feel free to stay on the stream, and we will be leaving it running for quite some time to see these other athletes getting across the line and enjoying their moment of of completing something pretty amazing this morning, getting up and getting that 10K out the way. Cam, before we sort of sign off, I've mentioned about the course itself, the Warrington 10K, and what we've got coming up in the future. Is there anything you want to say about the series in general that you think, or about the courses, or some of the athletes that we may have lined up in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I was just saying earlier about Jaro 10K. Sorry for just leaving there, by the way, Red. I had a quick clearance the toilet.
But break. I knew I couldn't have trusted him in flat white this morning, but
yeah, he's going to the
next time I'll just stick with the water thing.
Anyway, yeah, no, the northeast always has a good turnout. It always has a good turnout. Jared 10K will be exciting. I've said his name already once before earlier on. Callum Johnson did it last year. I hope to see him there again. We had Sam Charlton out, another GB athlete out last time too. Joe Armstrong was there. Jasmine Wood was the winner. She's in America now, studying in America, so I don't think we'll see her again this year. But there should be a good set of individuals lined up for that. Fulham 10K always attracts a good crowd when you're in the London area, so I'm looking forward to that. I was just saying myself, I might actually do that one. I've said this a few times throughout the series now. It always gets pushed back because I seem to break down quite easily. But if I'm in one piece, I'm there. But Fulham 10K potentially. See if I can wangle Parsi with a bit of an elite entry. But we'll see about that. And yeah, we're finishing off the series this year. We'll have the finale at Ribble Valley 10K. Ribble Valley 10K will be an interesting one. I think, is that Ben? Oh, I thought it was Ben coming across the line. I think it is. But yeah, no. So I think I'm looking forward to seeing more action throughout the rest of the last remaining 10Ks that we've got going on. But I think yeah, I think Jared 10K is going to provide fireworks, and I think Fulham 10K as well probably will. I think I've already seen a few entries in for the Fulham 10K starting to creep in already. I'm sure someone mentioned Lily Partridge may turn out for the Fulham 10K. That may be incorrect, but it's already early days, and the field will start to line up. But we'll keep you guys updated, especially in the next few weeks when we're at Jarrow. We'll keep you guys updated. We'll get a few athletes in. So if you're thinking about watching the stream at Jarrow on the 6th of October, do tune in, because we will be trackside in the commentary box. when the athletes are setting off, when the athletes are coming back in, we're going to try and drag a few athletes into the commentary box, do some interviews. So you'll be able to ask some questions to some of the elite athletes and try and pick their mindset a little bit, which will be great. I also, as well, just looking at the comments, the realist said, see you next week in Aintree. Yeah, we'll see you there. Good luck for your race, and yeah, we'll make sure to tune in for the Jarrow 10K as well. And I'm not sure if you'll be there yourself, but if you are, if you haven't already entered, get yourself entered. And yeah, lots of freebies be given out in the Athlete Village again. Like last year, I got quite a few bits and bobs last year. Lots of snack bars. I took them home, and yeah, Ian McDonald, great coverage. Cheers, guys. No worries, Ian. Great to have you watching and tune in again. Like I say, it's 6th of October. Have a bit of banter. I think we're gonna have Stacey on. Stacey Smith's gonna be on the mic as well, so there'll be 3 of us. Red will probably be in the stadium with it on the mic again, shouting, screaming on. But that's what we all like to hear, isn't it? We like a bit of encouragement when Red's about, and it's quite dangerous on the mic, aren't you? Drinks as well, so wait till the Christmas night out. I'm sure you'll we'll see if we can get a live stream for that one as well.
Maybe not for that. Yeah, so like I mentioned, you know, the Jarrow 10K is our next big fixture. Then followed by Fulham, then followed by yeah, you know, Ribble Valley. Cam, it's a strong fixture in the calendar, isn't it? Of as far as road races in the UK go, Ribble Valley's up there with one of the big ones of the festive period. So, you know, that'll be part of the Top Flight series. And you know, I'm sure that for me, that's going to be the one with the, you know, the creme de la creme of athletes are going to be turning up to that one, and it might build for an interesting race if we have a few athletes all vying for that top spot and vying for that, you know, £1,000 series finale cash prize there. So yeah, that's got potential to, you know, really deliver and have real fireworks going off there.
Absolutely. And yeah, if you want to check out any more information on any of the races, you know, RunThrough has every week. They've got races all over the country. So yeah, looking forward to if you want to enter any races and you're thinking about getting into a race, check it out. Have a look on the RunThrough website. Like I said, there's multiple races across the country every week. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to travel usually. You could be right near your hometown, and
John is on the RunThrough pod as well.
Right?
Our Top Flight pod. On the RunThrough YouTube channel.
Yeah, check out our Top Flight RunThrough pod. We're filming the one for Jarrow, so you'll be able to see it and get a preview of the athletes that are running Jarrow 10K. So we are filming that on Monday.
We've also got an interview with Rory Leonard, British international.
Next week, so we'll make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we will be doing, like Rich has just said, we did an interview with Rory Leonard, you know, fastest 5K in the country this year, 13:31, I think, on the roads.
Yeah.
He is, you know, you went to the European Championships this year for the 10,000 meters, and he's had an absolutely fantastic season. European champion, under 23 over 10,000 meters. We chatted through him, talked about him. He gave us a bit of an insight into his training, a bit of an insight into his mindset and where he sees things going in the future, and his new group, the Hocker group that he's part of. Him and Scott Beattie, another Morphle Harrier, who's also part of that group, led by the legend himself, Andy Hobsell. What a coach indeed. Some fantastic athletes and Olympic athletes went through his hands. Andy Badley, he owns the another podcast, the Running Channel, so you probably will be more familiar with him from there. But yeah, former coach to Andy, the likes of Andy Badley, Kev Seawood, also an Olympic marathon runner. So they're in fine hands. But yeah, if you want to listen to him, do subscribe to the channel, because that will be getting uploaded, I would have thought, over the next few days. So
yeah, you're right, Cam. It will be. It should be live on the YouTube channel this week.
Yeah, he also talks through his time in America as an athlete as well. So if you're an athlete, if you watch the stream and you comment some questions on it, we'll get them put to him, and we'll be able to answer them either on the next podcast or on the stream, on the comments. We'll be able to get in contact with Rory because we've got his phone number. So I'm sure he'll be willing to help you out if you have any questions on training or anything.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, Cam, I think it's about time for us to maybe knock off on the commentary. But like I said, the stream's going to be running for a little bit longer. So yeah, from me and Cam in the studio, A warm goodbye. Thanks for joining us on the stream. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you've enjoyed the content we've been able to provide, but also the content that the athletes have given you this morning. It's all about them. Like we've already mentioned, some fantastic performances today from Kirsty Longley and Omar Ahmed, and there'll be plenty of PBs, I imagine, plenty of seasons, bests crossing the line there. So well done to all the athletes partaking in this event today, and thanks for joining us on the stream. It's been a pleasure as always, and we will see you back on the 6th of October for the Jarrow 10K.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys then.
Brilliant running, everyone. Great work. How are we all feeling? Are we feeling good? Are we feeling proud? Are we feeling tired? Well, you all look amazing, that's for sure. Well done. And once you cross that finish line, head on through to get your medals and all of your goodies, and then carry on through to the event village. And we've got entertainment, we've got massages on offer, and I'm sure your friends and family will be there to greet you as well. Well done, everyone. Great running. Shout out to Ruth Day of Guardian Medical Centre, Barry Heap, Sarah Tandy, Lloyd Pownell, Philip Kendall of Hay Fever, Leslie Bailey of Liverpool Running Bergs, Melanie Johnson, Jack Bailey, Transform Hub, Gillian Plant, Warrington Running Club, Gillian on home turf today. Well done, runners. Keep it going, well done. Celebrations all round, and rightly so. All the photos taken today will be free to download. Just head to our website and find yourselves. You will be there somewhere, both on the course and here at the finish. Well done, runners. Who will be next to cross that finish line? Andrea Johnson of Widnes and Liz Godwin of Bosney Hill Athletics Club. Well done, loving your work, everyone. You've got this now. The finish line is in sight. It is a done deal. Well done. Keep it going. One step at a time, all the way to that finish, and a smile for the cameras as well. Great, great work. Fantastic job. Stacey Hurst, Taya Rose, Jack Strickland, Debbie Kelly and Harry Kelly, Eleanor Walker, all finishers, all superstars. Well done. Welcome home, runners. Welcome to the finish. Alzheimer's Society being represented there. Chris Oakes, Mike Walker, Jerry Tang, Jeffrey Wilson. We've got Warrington Road runners, Linda Bowden, Stephen Bowden, and Paul Longman, Louise Davies. A good turnout for Warrington Road runners here today. And if you are wanting to go to the prize giving, it's in 5 minutes time in the event village on the stage. Stockport being represented there as well, love it. Anthony Hillier, Stockport Harriers and AC, well done. Great running, everyone. Keep it going. And then you can stop. Once you cross the finish line, you can definitely stop. Well done. This is your finish. This is your finishing straight and your finishing gantry. Congratulations, runners. All the way to that second gantry. Keep it going. Doing a brilliant job. We have our photographer on hand, our finish line paparazzi, ready to take your moments of glory and cement them permanently for you to download for free and plaster across your social media. Why not? Loud and proud, wear those medals, take those selfies, enjoy that finish line feeling. Congratulations. Roger Boothman of Lonely Goat, Kellyanne Moore, Annie Crean, Lucy Mascari, all superstars, all finishers, well done. Give our Ronnie Roadrunner a high five as you cross through the finish. Brilliant running, everyone. You have smashed the Warrington Running Festival. You have turned up, you have delivered. Well done. Helen Williamson, Martin Cassidy, James Finney. Well done, runners. And once again, your results are live right now. runthrough.co.uk/results. You can see how you did and where you came. Well done, runners. Brilliant job. This is your finish. Enjoy it. Soak up that feeling. Well done. And try your best to remember how this feels. That sense of achievement and pride. Take it with you. What a festival to be a part of. What a course. What a run. Well done. Enjoy the finish straight. Just as Lauren Murray has, Alan Campbell, Emma Bruce has been runners.
We ran past the
Kirsty Longley, can you come to the stage please, Kirsty? I know you're here because I just spoke to you. Kirsty Longley, can you come to the stage please, and we will get our presentation done for our top flight series. Okay, we're going to get going with our top flight presentation. Okay, here we go for our presentation for our top flight series. Starting with our female race. Big congratulations in third place, Joanna Durkin. Joanna, join us over on the podium. Joanna runs 43.28 to finish third in the top flight race. Big congratulations to Joanna. In second place, we've got Gabriella Walla running 42.57. Gabriella, join us on the podium, please. Big congratulations. Second place in the top flight race here at the Warrington Running Festival. And winning today in a time of 35:13, new course record by a good few minutes, is Kirsty Longley. Big congratulations to Kirsty. Really well done. And there is your female podium in the top flight race here today. Over 10k, Joanna Durkin, Gabriella Waller, and then Kirsty Longley taking the win here at the latest top flight event. A reminder as well, you can find out more about Top Flight by heading to all of our social pages. You can watch the preview show before every single race as well with Chris Pratt and the team. It's amazing. Up at RunThrough TV. And always privileged to see the sharp end of the sport at these events as well. Come on, Kirsty, give it a good shake. This is going to go. Yay! There you go.
Yes, runners.
Brilliant stuff. There is the female podium once again. Joanna Durkin to Gabriella Waller and Kirsty Longley. Congratulations, guys. Alright, on to our medal podium in our top flight race here today. If I could ask first, onto the stage, our third place athlete, Matthew Lee. Big congratulations to Matthew. 31:31 for Matthew, takes third place here at the Warrington Running Festival. Congratulations there, Matthew. If we could ask, in second place, the brilliant Douglas Mussett to take the stage. Well done, Dougie. 31:19 here today. Big well done, mate. And in first place here today, running a new course record, 29:31. Make some noise for Omar Ahmed. Well done, Omar. And there is your male podium for the latest top flight events here at the Warrington Running Festival. Over 10k, Matthew Lee, back to Douglas Mussett, and then Omar Ahmed as well. Big congratulations, Omar, winning his race here today in a brand new course record of 29:31. And Doug has been tasked with a champagne spray. There you go. Big well done. Your male podium for the 10 flight event here at the Warrington Running.
Congratulations. What an achievement. Well done, everybody. Great work. We've got the yellow and blue, which only means one thing. It's Warrington Running Club. And if you are a Warrington local, you do want to give an extra special cheer to those yellow and blue vests. They are representing people. I'm loving the signs we've got. We've got Mark, Paz and Ash being cheered across the finish at some point here. I can see your sign. It says, go Mum and Dad. Love it, love it, love it. You'll have to let me know when they're coming. We'll give them a shout out. All about the signs and the fan clubs here. Kudos to you. Well done. A lot of effort's gone into that. Just as much as what has gone into the 10k, the 5k and the half marathon today. And we are still, of course, awaiting our half marathon finishers. Who is going to be first across the line? And in what time as well? So while we're talking about course records, for the half marathon, it's 1:09:43 and 1:20:11. So those are the times to beat. 1:09:43 is Michael Taylor, 1:20:11 is Lindsay Fisher. That was in 2023, so will all those records be broken? We will keep our eyes on the clock.
flight event here at the Warrington Running. Podium for the top flight event here at the Warrington Running.
I'm loving the high fives at the finish here. Yes, runners. And I'm also loving the tartan leggings. Yes. Loving your style. Well done, runners. Welcome to your finish line. Crown pusher by the name of Alex. Well done, Alex. Great work, live runners, and a live runner to be as well, I'm sure, in tow. So, let's see who we've got crossing that line. We've got Leanne Tyra, Martin Hughes, Jessica Norris, Kim Maher of Lonely Goat, Mia Campbell, Charles, Natalie Tompkins, George Jones, Cheryl Stratton, all wonderful finishers here today. Absolute heroes. How are you all feeling? Apart from tired. Hopefully very, very proud. Congratulations. Soak up that support from the crowd. Use it to your advantage. And get yourself across that finish. Well done. Congratulations. This is the finish line. You have officially completed the Warrington Running Festival. And you've done it in style. Keep that support going, everybody. Let's cheer these runners home. Well done. Phil Kelly, Ian Tandy, Emily Tandy, William Buckley. Great running. And a quick check of the arch as they cross under that gantry, and we really hope you've achieved all that you hope to achieve, whether it's a specific time or just getting across that finish line. You should be so proud. And we have our lead runner and winner for the half marathon distance across the line. Well done, James Scott Farrington of Orange RMI. James, you are the winner. You are the first male home. 1 hour, 10 minutes and 7 seconds. You have also, James, got the course record. Well done. Huge congratulations. And second place, approaching the finish now for the half marathon distance. He's done it. Lucas Parker of Running Academy, 1:10:39. Well done, Lucas. Great running. So there we have it, our lead male and course record smashed here for the half marathon. We are having course records smashed left, right and centre here today, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing. Well done, runners. And just a reminder for James and Lucas, there will be a prize giving on the main stage. And our third place for the half marathon, St Helens Striders, Paul Howard. Paul with a time of 1 hour, 11 minutes and 9 seconds. Paul, you are third place. You will be on that podium, on stage in the event village. Well done, runners. Absolutely epic. So that's our podium for the males for the half marathon. And we are, of course, awaiting our females. Who will lead the pack? Who will be first across the finish? We will keep our eyes on the clock as well. It's 1 hour, 20 minutes, 11 seconds is the course record for the females. currently held by Lindsay Fisher. Meanwhile, we still have plenty of incredible runners crossing the finish line here, finishing their 10Ks. Well done, you lot. Brilliant work, stellar effort. Absolutely smashing it out there. Welcome home. Daryl is across the line. Daryl Howard, Rachel Pritchard of RunThrough Running Club, Ian Pritchard, Darren Gibbon, Jack Owen. Congratulations, finishers. We have a night runner across the line. And some very strong finishes here, I've got to say. You all look fresh and powerful across that finish line, which is great to see. Let's keep that applause going. Here they come. Across the line. Well done. Helen Redmond of Mossley Hill AC. Ellen Lund, Louise Donnelly. Well done, runners. Absolutely smashed it out there, you lot. Yes, Emma, welcome home. Congratulations. Great running. And Jonathan Manning across the line, 4th place for the half marathon, 1 hour 13:21. Laura Jones across the line, our first female. And I don't think that is official, so we will hold fire on that one for Laura. We will keep our eyes peeled for our first female for the half marathon. Well done, runners. Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home. So I've had confirmation, we are awaiting our first female for the half marathon distance. Here we go, more runners coming. Welcome home. And we are revving up the crowd here, loving your work. Wayne and Nicola. Well done, finishers. Absolutely smashed it. Congratulations. And I'm seeing some more yellow and blue people. Know what that means? It means that Elaine is in the house. Warrington Running Club, Elaine Saunders across the line. Welcome home. And Helsby runners being represented, Helsby Running Club. Cassie Fleming across the line, Laura Kelly across the line, Daniel Hopwood of Wirral AC across the line. Don't forget, we've got our photographer here, runners. So, smiles and celebrations welcomed and encouraged. Yes, runners, welcome to the finish. You've done it. Great work. And our 5th, I believe, finisher for the half marathon distance, Mark Bird of Cheshire Dragons. Well done, Mark. Welcome back, runners. Great job, great work. And Ivan Manos Matias of Los Legends completing his half marathon. 1:15:45 for Ivan. Well done. And that wind is picking up to sweep our runners home across the finish. Well done. Great running. So that clock is ticking and still time for our lead female to clinch a course record. Well done, 10K runners. Great job. And half marathon runners. Well done. So just a reminder to spectators, the green bibs are the 10K runners, the black bibs are the half marathon runners, and the red bibs are the 5K runners, just so you know what they've achieved. And the white bibs with the names are our wonderful season pass holders. Please do give their names a shout out if you can see them. There's nothing better than being encouraged by random strangers. That's what it's all about. Welcome home, everybody. Well done. All your goodies await. Medals, snacks, of course water. Alcohol-free beer, which is amazing by the way. And isotonic, I believe. Erdinger. They are on hand to keep you rehydrated and refueled. All those goodies and free massages from the physio lounge as well. All these goodies for you runners. Well done, great work. Michael Glassuk looking very fresh for a 1:17:25 half marathon. Keep it up, runners, doing a stellar job. This is your finish. Enjoy it. Soak up those last few moments and those hugs as well from friends and family. Love that. Love the support, love the battle grades as well. Great running. Welcome home, runners. This is your finish. Brilliant running. Amelia Agden-Benro of Two Step Collective, you have finished your half marathon. 1:18:06. And a few minutes away from a potential course, well, to get the potential course record for our new female for the half marathon. Can they do it? And we have vegan runners approaching the finish. 2 vegan runners approaching the finish. Well done. Well done. Altrincham being represented, Phil Raffo. Well done, runners. St Helens Striders, half marathon completed by Matthew Johnston. Speedy finishes. Powerful finishes. Amazing to see. Well done. Great running. You would not think these runners have just done a 10K or a half marathon. Great work, everybody. All the way to that finish line. Well done. That clock is ticking down. Well done, number St Helens Strider across the line. Congratulations, runners. Awesome work out there today. Great running. You should be super proud of what you've done today. Well done, Marine. The Farmworth runners across the line. Yes, runners. Speeding home. Look at that. Super fast. Congratulations. Tom Gibson, Matt Hall, and Jonathan Collier of Lee Harriers and Athletics Club, and Darren Williams of Lonely Go Running Club, and David McDonough of Kirkby Miners completing their half marathons today. Congratulations, each and every one of you, for getting out there, putting in the hard work, and crossing that finish line with a smile on your face. Well done. Welcome to your finishing straight. Enjoy these last few moments of your race today. Soak it up, enjoy the glow and the endorphins. And then go and load up on goodies and freebies and post-race rewards. Well done, runners. Yes, runners, congratulations. Awesome work. You all look incredible. You all look fresh. How do you do that? You look fresh, you look strong, powerful, full of energy, and we love it. Don't forget, we've got our photographer at the finish line, so smiles, celebrations as you cross under the gantry. Yes, rev that crowd up, love it. Great work, everyone. shout out to all our partners supplying all the goodies at the finish line. Love corn snacks, Erdinger, alcohol-free. We've got our water out there as well, very important. And of course our run-through medals, our bling. And our first female for the half marathon, April 4th, for the half marathon distance, 1:22:10. Well done, April. Huge congratulations. First female home. Brilliant running, brilliant work. And do not forget to head to the event ready stage for the prize giving. Well done. And the half marathon prize giving will be at 11 o'clock. So make sure you're there for that, to cheer and celebrate with our winners and our second and third place finishers. Great work, runners. Keep it going, keep it up. Doing a brilliant job out there, showing us how it's done. Welcome to the finish. And our second place female for the half marathon distance. Let's give a huge round of applause as she crosses the line. Lauren Sutton, 1:23:34. Lauren, you are the second female finisher. Congratulations. Prize giving on the stage at 11 o'clock for the half marathon. Well done. Yes, runners, shout out to our pacers as well, keeping everyone on track and on time today, achieving their goals, handling the pressure as well. Here we go. Our next load of finishers crossing that line. Well done. Caitlin Pierce, Liam Wilkinson, Jenny Falloon. We've got a Lee Wilkinson and a Liam Wilkinson. I wonder if they're together. Half marathon and 10k. Not sure. Sarah Taylor, Sarah Allen. Well done, finishers. Great work, everyone. Enjoy your finish line. I want to see smiles and celebrations. This is your moment. This is your achievement, your finish line, your success. So enjoy it. And Andy Foster across the line. Danny Byrne of Witness Running Club finishing his half marathon. Nelson Chewy, Kim Mao, Megan Solis, Yuen Man Lau, Hannah Franklin of Mad Runners. Well done. Ronnie is there to give you a high five. Ronnie the Road Runner, celebrating your achievements with you today. Great job, runners. Well done. Enjoyed our finish line feeling. And don't forget, all the results are online at the moment you cross the finish. Just head to runthrough.co.uk/results. You can see how you did and where you came, what times you did, and you can also download your photos for free from the website as well a little bit later on today. And hand in hand, crossing the finish. That's what we like to see. Team effort. Kyle Lane, Eric Johnston, Richard Davies, Ian Ho, Rachel Braddock. Well done, runners. Wow. And our third female for the half marathon distance. Give her a huge round of applause as she closes in on the finish line. Congratulations. Brilliant running, Sophie Miller of Liverpool Harriers with a time of 1:26:41. Sophie, you are the third female home for the half marathon distance. Don't forget to head to the stage 11 o'clock for the prize giving. And also don't forget that at 11:30 will be our junior race. So if you're a junior and you're in that race, start thinking about getting organised. You've got half an hour until we start you off. And our next few finishers, congratulations! Representing the Army 1000 Marathons Challenge. Wow! Amazing, amazing. James Bradbury. Great running, great stories there as well, I'm sure. Feel free to meet up with runners in the event village for high fives, meet and greets, and a good old chat about running. We've got Penny Lane Striders across the line. Neil Hagan, well done. Francis Roberts of Lynn Runners. Yes, well done. Across the line. Great work, everyone. Keep going. Witness well represented today. See quite a few Witness Running Club members. And of course, Warrington Running Club, represented in spades today. Doing their fellow running members proud. Well done, everybody. Great work. Alan England, Mike Goodwin, Adam, Mikhail Bell, Liam Anderson, all finishers, all getting high fives from running, and all about to have a lovely big shiny medal put around their necks for their efforts today, and rightly so.
Hey, Rodney!
Great work, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep it going, keep it up. You are smashing it today. What an achievement. What a thing to say that you've done. And you'll have an amazing medal to